5 teams have advanced to the divisional round, and one more will join them. Our final wild card game is underway. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, got the hearts racing a little earlier than they wanted. My heart's racing up here, but fortune on their side this time, partner, as they do get the ball back and are going to have their opening possession after all.
Yeah, it definitely spooks you a little bit, and you got to now make sure as an offense you settle things down. Maybe a good reminder, too, in the huddle. Hey, boys, let's make sure we take care of this football.
That's brought in by Mooney. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Penix now on first down. Rolling into enemy territory. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 now. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Play action, here's Penix. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
They're going to throw. First play with Mayfield. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll get it up to the 44. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we're 33.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. A gain of 9 on that run, so now they're left with 3rd and 8.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They've got a man in motion.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Sack! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Here we go, sack. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Throwing the out route complete. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers are going to take over after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Run, run, run. Up, up.
Throwing again is Baker. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Regular. Back.
Baker now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And the Falcons will have a first. Penix looking to pass. Throw wheeled in by London. Now he's past the 25. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get it down to a single point. Drake London with the touchdown. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Divine Diablo there on the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got a first to begin the frame. Running right, it's Irving. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. And he's
He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Alert, alert! Alert! Hey! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! That's alert!
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Robinson on the inside give. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Past the 60! Past the 60! Reload! Reload!
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On second down, Robinson. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the...
All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Mayfield on 1st and 10. He finds Johnson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 29. Complete out to the right. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
King!
First down, here's Baker. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Let's go, boys, let's go!
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. from the 40 on second down. Called in by Godwin. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Hurry! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
Baker throwing again. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Buccaneers with an extra moment to decide whether to go for it or not. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Mayfield to throw again. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Gets this one to Tyler Algier. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule. It makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
From the 20 on 2nd down. That throw finds Algier. It's inside the 10. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Robinson. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Once more, it's Robinson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Penix. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. Drake London with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That's brought in by White. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 2. It's into the hands of White. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Hey, alert 33.
Tight end going in motion here.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's on?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He'll get this complete to White. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Again for the first time to Rashad White. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Baker now off the play fake. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. A give to Dobbins to start the third. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Finds a man, right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Running left is Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It's into the hands of Mooney. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Come on, set. Hawk 7, Hawk, shot alert. Ready?
A give, left side, here's Robinson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, ready?
They go play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Let's go.
Throwing Penix. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. First down, ball at the 36. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
Baker now from the gun. Brought in right side. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and short, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Real. Watch out.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 5. Hits his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Bucs football and their season on the line here as they trail. Third and just 2 to go.
King.
Mayfield to throw. And he has it near the sideline and near the marker. They're going to say he's out of bounds. Nearly a big play on 3rd, but now 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
They're going to try with Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Regular. Alert. Hey, alert.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Brought in close to the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Point it right. Pistol.
Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He's throwing for it. Getting out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a one-score game in the fourth quarter. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's a return from the 7. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. Stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hurry! King! Run. Up. That.
Mayfield now from the gun. Chased out to his right. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers come through to tie it in the fourth. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the fourth quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, first and 10.
79 Broncos.
Here's Penix to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Penix looking to pass. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Tag. Bronco 80. Go, Reed. Go.
Here's a give to Robinson. Crosses midfield, still going. Along the sideline inside the 25. Is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So here we go. The Falcons lining up for a big two-point conversion attempt. Penix now to throw. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Regular. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Stop.
From the gun, Mayfield. Hauled in left side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Hey, alert, alert, alert. King.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second and 3 now. On the give, this is Irving. And he's tackled for a short gain. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, ETN gets it. First down and more past the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's the give to Irving. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Right back to Irving now. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and 4 coming up now. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No yards on the play, and back-to-back stops forces a 4th and 3.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
We send a man in motion.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Desperation time here on fourth. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal.
King!
Setting up to pass. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Run.
Back to throw. Caught near the pylon. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Buckle up. It's third and goal. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely